Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing frontside shove it, so let's get straight into it. So first things first, the difference between frontside and backside. Backside, the shove it spins this way, and frontside, the shove it spins this way. Frontside shove it is probably the easier one to pop and make it look nice and high, so we're going to go over that today. Alright, so I actually have a secret hack for this one, and if you haven't seen it before from my normal shove it tutorial, you're going to want to grab yourself a card. It can be any card, Pokemon, Starbucks, gift card, Costa, whatever it may be. Just chuck that card on the floor and we're going to practice the foot movement first, right? So for a frontside shove it, the board's going that way around, so you're going to kick with your back foot this way, right? This way. And a good way to get used to that motion is to have your foot on the card, and the card, you're going to want to fire it that way, okay? So toes on the card, use the ball of your foot, and then go. That is essentially the foot movement. We're going to practice it one more time with the card, just so you know what I mean. Remember, card on the floor, toes on the card. This foot, we're just going to jump up with it at the moment. Jump off this leg, so you're going like this. But as you jump off the leg, you shoot it that way to get the front shove it. In a perfect world, she looks just like this. Now, onto the board. All right, so we're going to go over the foot position first real quick, just to give you a little rundown. For me, the front foot doesn't matter too much, but I like to have it about 2/3 of the way up with my toes slightly hanging off. This makes it much easier to get the foot out of the way so the board can complete its rotation without any hiccups. So, the back foot that we just used to scoop the card with. Now, the back foot is either going to go dead center of the tail, right in the middle, on the ball of the foot, remember, or you're going to have it about 10% closer towards you on this side of the tail. This side is for your backside shove it, this side is for your frontside shove it. So first of all, we're just going to practice the motion. So don't even worry about this foot at first. Stand a bit further back so when the board comes towards you, it doesn't hit you in the shins. So just practice that same motion you did with the card, just like that. It's super simple, super easy. It's going to take you a little while to get that form on point. Enough practice and you should have it looking like that in no time. And if you want to be extra safe to avoid it hitting your legs, have it facing this way so the board's straight from where you're facing, and then just do it like this with your foot to the side. Also another great way to practice the motion like that. All right, now we need to talk about commitment. Commitment, by far the hardest mental battle of any trick, but the grass is going to be our friend right here. We're not going to put the board in the grass because you can get a bit of a dusty pop from that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our board on the concrete next to the grass with our back facing the grass, and we're going to jump backwards so that when the board lands on the grass, it's not going to be able to slide and slip out anywhere because the grass is going to hold you in place nicely. So now that you've practiced it with one foot, do that a few times just to get yourself used to the grass and give you a bit of confidence. Now, we're going to have that foot in this position I told you, toes slightly hanging off, back foot just 10% closer towards you than the middle, and now we're going to jump backwards a tiny bit to compensate for it and see if we can land on the bolts. So that's your first step for landing on the board. As soon as you can do that 50, 100 times, because trust me, sometimes it does take that long, just to get yourself used to it, get the muscle memory, and then when you're ready, pick that bad boy up off the grass and bring it back to the pool. Like any good summer's day, we are now back by the pool, and we're going to now try it stationary. So, put your board somewhere safe. Usually better if you're not on like a hilled surface, so make sure the ground's flat. You can tell the ground's flat if you just put your board there and it doesn't roll anywhere. Definitely the safest way to do so. Now that we know what we're doing, we know our technique, we know our foot position, pop it, jump backwards, and when you land, try land with your feet spread apart and your knees low. This gives you a better center of gravity so that if worst case scenario you do slip and fall, you're closer to the ground so you can just put hand down, makes it so much easier to bail. So, foot position, you know it. We're going to jump backwards. And just like that, you're going to learn how to front shove it. And after you've done it stationary, you can just add speed at your own pace. Tiny bit of speed at first. And then once you get more comfortable, just get faster and faster until you're doing it down 20 stairs. This has been Dan, the Webz best skateboard instructor. I'll see you guys in the next video.